Oh shit, I was supposed to put on Dora. My bad, y'all. Let me take care of that real quick.
She gotta go put on Dora for the small kid. And while she does that, y'all see this pimple I got? It's ridiculous. What's up, y'all? How have y'all been? Welcome back to the channel, fam. Y'all already know what we here for. It's podcast time. And since she's not in here, I'll introduce myself today. I'm Wavy. That's Tuesday. In the back, putting on Dora. Because, you know, kids don't ever want to just watch one thing. They want to watch 20 minutes of Paw Patrol, 45 minutes of Dora, then they want to watch the puppies. The puppies is any show with puppies. All the shows with puppies. Now she crying. So what's the problem? I was telling them what you were doing, and then niggas started whining. And I was like, oh,
For no reason.
It's gonna be wild.
God.
I didn't really watch that episode. I want to watch the puppy episode.
Like, just say that. Why are you crying?
The puppy episode of Dora?
Yes, which don't even make no sense. How you got a favorite episode of something that's 18 seasons? And she bet. I swear to you, this child comes in here talking about some swiper. Swiper's scary.
She going to
Swiper
bed.
gonna get you.
She going to bed.
Just go to sleep.
Go
If
to
Swiper's scary, go to sleep. And don't wake up at 3 in the morning talking some Swiper.
Did she do that?
She be doing all types of crazy shit. The spiders coming on the wall, the monkey in the room, there's a monster under my
dinosaurs
bed.
too.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, y'all see what we did over here? Oh, y'all don't look at my neck. I need a haircut.
What's up, y'all?
This is Tuesday. I even tried to do an introduction. Y'all know what she look like. Y'all know who she is. She back. She had to go deal with a crazy kid for a little bit. She got hair everywhere, y'all. It's out of control. It's getting real wild out here in these streets. In these locked streets.
You ready for a podcast?
What y'all been up to, man? Y'all chilling? Comment down below and tell me what you been up to. How your fall going? Y'all ready for Thanksgiving? Because this is going to be the Thanksgiving week. No, it's going to be this week. This episode for this week.
Yeah, this is this week.
Okay, this is going to be the podcast, the one before Thanksgiving.
Some people real. They haven't already started cooking. I don't even think we got like a turkey. So
cooking.
I don't know what they
or
prepping
something.
and stuff. I don't know.
I'm not prepping. I prep the week of. I can't prep nothing 10 days in advance.
Y'all already know how I do. Tuesday, I get up and I immediately start drinking, and I try to be drunk by the time it's like dinner or like close to it. So won't nobody ask me to go to the store for no rolls or no cranberry sauce. I can't do it because I'm a little tipsy. And it don't usually work because they know my tolerance
she don't go
high.
to the store anyway.
But
so
I be
what
trying.
you talking? She
I
gonna
be
go to the store
trying.
anyway.
The trick is just have that drink in your hand, and maybe they won't ask you to go so many times.
Obviously, there ain't no trick because I promise you, she going to the store at least twice.
At least twice, but they don't ask a third time because usually by then my eye get a little lazy.
I'm gonna go grocery shopping. It's
Usually.
the Wednesday the week before. I'm gonna go grocery shopping in 2 days. Today Monday, we record this on a Monday. I'm gonna go shopping on Wednesday. It's the Wednesday, not the week of Thanksgiving, but the week before. Whatever they need, I'm gonna buy it on Wednesday.
Yeah, usually.
Should nothing be missing.
Yeah.
And if it's missing, we not gonna have it. That's how it's gonna go this year. If it's missing, we ain't getting it.
You are better at the grocery store. You know your mama be piecing together stuff and be like, oh,
I'm buying everything. The rolls, the chicken, the corn, all that. We buying it all. $300 worth of stuff in the basket. Come on, let's go. I'm getting everything at one time. What do you need? I mean, you know, I'm gonna pay for the stuff. She just not going to
Why can't I want to use somebody's food stamps? Somebody got them.
You
Call
have to call cousin. Call sister.
I'm looking
Mish.
looking for my phone. Hey, girl, you gonna get a call. You got to put some money in.
Call sister Mish. She say she coming.
Oh, she better. That's up.
No, I'm gonna have to drive down there and fight her. And
For real.
She gonna hear this. So before Thanksgiving. So she better Sister Mish.
We been waiting for you at the door, baby.
I don't want no smoke with you. Don't make me drive down there and come get you now. It's only a couple hours. I'll do it. All right, podcast time. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh yeah.
Do it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another day. Just a day. With Wifey and Wifey. I am Wavy and this is Baby. Say hey.
What up, y'all?
I said say hey.
Hey. I can't even make my own greetings now, but this is Tuesday. Obviously, I'm my wife's puppet.
Puffit.
I say what I want to say, damn it.
Ain't no autonomy in this bitch.
God damn.
What is autonomy?
She done stole my words and can't even use them. This is Tuesday. Welcome to Wifey podcast. Get out my ear. We about to cancel this whole episode. It's not going great. All right, y'all. What's up? This is the Wifey and Wifey podcast. Me and my wife acting a damn fool. We actually do like each other. That's just for play. We just be pretending.
This is not pretend. This is how we act.
It's pretend. It's pretend. God damn it.
You be one of these people to think we pretend.
Anyways, check us on YouTube. Is that how the rest of the intro goes? YouTube, Wifey and Wifey.
You ain't gotta tell them all that right now.
You throwing me off. Oh my god.
Anyway, y'all, so today we have a wonderful episode for you guys about age and maturity. This one's for you, bud. You know who you are. But before we get into all that, as usual, how are you, love?
It's been a long day. The kids have been on my last motherfucking nerve. Don't tell them, but it's the last one. Ooh, Lord. But, you know, my wife came home. I was able to take a long shower. She let me have some quiet time by myself. And for that, I am grateful.
Hi, sis.
How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, they were on my nerve all weekend. I literally wanted to just lock them in the room. Just lock the door.
I'm going to have to cut that out. People are going to be knocking on her door. What the fuck?
Why would they be knocking on the door? We didn't lock them in the room. That's just how they make me feel. Because they crazy. These kids are crazy. It's like they be trying to get you. Like attack you.
Like literally, yeah.
When they come, you want to run. Because you're a little bit scared of like what's going to happen. But nah, they're my homies, even though they be tripping. They was tripping all weekend. All weekend, bruh. But it's cool, you know, we chilling.
Check on your friends with small children. We are not okay.
The ones 5 and under, they need somebody. I promise you. Just call them up. Say hi. Ask them if they need a break. You need a babysitter?
I would accept 15 minutes at this point.
I'm dead. Yeah, so that's how I am. I'm okay though. My day at work wasn't terrible. I learned some more new stuff. I really wish there was not so much left for me to learn, but there is so much left. But I'm gonna get there eventually. It's just a big job. Somebody's got to do it. And there's only 3 of us, so I gotta pull my weight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's about it.
So age and maturity. This was inspired by a friend. We not gonna say his name, but he know who he is.
He know who he is.
And just in case you didn't know, in case I ain't told you recently, you do be tripping. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about. So we'll fill the rest of our friends in. I don't know, like, it really doesn't have to get, like, personal, but really just the age and maturity.
Is age really just a number, though?
Is it?
Age is always just a number until some shit pops off. That's how I feel.
That's the truth.
It's all fun and dandy to date.
Younger or older.
Yeah. Until...
It's not.
Yeah, you know, like there's so many scenarios that you could give, but just even in the simplest things, like not even just being in the same generation, listening to the same music, understanding the same references, like small things like that matter. And listen. I'm all about exceptions to the rule, okay, guys?
Yeah.
There are mature 19-year-olds. There are hip 50-year-olds. I'm all about exceptions. You can't all be exceptions. Okay? You're not all exceptions. I don't want y'all to think like that. Don't be like, this is the exception. Because you're probably not the exception. Okay? Me and Donica are what people would refer to as U-Haul lesbians. Do I recommend that to people? Absolutely not. This could have turned out terribly. We were blessed. We are an exception. We are not the rule, and you're probably not an exception. You're probably the rule, okay?
And I mean, with age, though, because there is such, like, generational differences, like you said, even being from different generations. So, my example, just the music thing. I wasn't dating the chick. Someone else was, like, dating, messing around with her or whatever. A friend. She was just, like, around a lot. And this is my early 20s. This chick was in her mid-30s, maybe?
10 years. Let's say 10 years.
Yeah, it was 10 years. So, it was, like, this song. She was like, y'all all know this song. We're all in our 20s. And she was like, yeah, it came out in like 88. And I was like, I was born in 90. Why are you pushing this song so much? You old and we don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know, I'm young, yeah. So 35, 30s was old. And it was like, bitch, we don't know this song. So just simple stuff like that. Even if it's not big, of course, you know, music selection is probably not...
That's trivial. It's small.
Yeah, it's trivial,
Me
but...
and Donica listen to some of the same music, but some of the stuff that I listen to, she will not tolerate, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, it's just an example, right?
It's small, but a lot of it is small until things start adding up.
And then also...
Stepping on one grain of rice is not going to hurt you, but kneeling on a bed of rice...
Yeah.
For a long time, for that whole relationship, that's going to start to bother you.
Yeah, you know, even just in the maturity aspect, when it comes to a lot of people, they have these designs on the age range that they want to date. Just two examples in particular, we have two friends who are very different in our same age group. One of them likes to date up, and when I say date up, I mean up. I'm not even 30 yet. She likes to date 37, 38, 40-year-olds. Then we have a friend who likes to date down. I'm 29. He likes to date 21, 22, 23-year-olds.
And both of them have the same problems.
Struggling.
both of them
are struggling because a lot of the times, I'm not going to say that people our age are moldable, but they're more willing to compromise. When you dating somebody that's 43, 44, 45, like they've been that way for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard for you to get them to compromise in anything because they feel like somebody should just mold to them, which is their right. It's their right to feel like that. Mm-hmm. But is that the type of person you're looking for?
Maybe it is.
And then in the opposite aspect, as a 30-year-old dating, you know, I am who I am in a lot of ways. But I am willing to compromise, but a lot of things about me are not changeable. Mm-hmm. You know, there's just certain ways that I like stuff done, certain ways that I want to wash clothes, and certain ways that I want to do dishes, and certain ways of this and that. You know what I mean? And it's okay for me to be that way. But how long is a 20-year-old going to put up with that?
Yeah.
Because think about who you were at 20. When you was 20, all that stuff your mama was telling you about clean up this and clean up that, that did not matter. You did not care about none of that. You was free and you could live how you wanted to live and leave your apartment as dirty as you wanted it to be. But at 30, you don't think like that. You think like, I want everything to be clean. I want everything to be orderly. You know, stuff can be a little bit messy, but I want to do this and that. But, you know, and it's just those small things that matter when it comes to age. But you don't even think about it when you first meet somebody because it's like a honeymoon period, right?
Yeah.
Everything's like sunshine and roses.
You know,
until it's not.
You know, it's crazy. And I'll just have another example. And this example is actually pretty crazy because I think me and this chick, we were maybe a year apart. I was in college, so she was a year ahead of me. So she might have just been like 6 to 9 months older than me. But we weren't even like talking on that. I had a little crush on her, so I was, you know, always texting her or whatever. And, you know, we would flirt a little bit, but it got to a point one day where she was like, oh, well, why aren't you in class? And I was like, why would I be in class? Even though I had class. Like, I don't go to class. Like, she was like, you really need to go to class. And that was such a turn off. Her trying to tell me what to do. And I mean, granted, maybe some people are like, well, why wasn't you in class? I was on the dean's list not going to class. I didn't need nobody to tell me whether or not I needed to be in class. Not my mama, not her, nobody. So I say that to say I don't think I've really dated much older than me. And if I have dated older than me, they were either at my same maturity level or unfortunately under it. Because young me to put up with some shit.
And when you think about that aspect, that really, I don't know if that was a maturity thing or a personality thing, right? Some people are just type A. Some people just feel like they want to tell their significant other like what to do, how to do it, and they want their significant other to respond in the positive and accept it and move on. I know people like that. I'm friends with people like that. Yeah. It is okay to be like that.
Yeah, I don't really think it was a like an age thing, but it was definitely something where I was, because we met when I was 22. So I mean, at that age, I was not looking for somebody to tell me what to do, which is fine. And like I said, it's a personality thing, right? Yeah. Donica does not have the type of personality where she wants people to tell her what to do. Yeah, this person had the type of personality where she wanted to kind of keep tabs on somebody and tell them kind of like how to live their life. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay for her to feel like that. It was just not a match for them. Yeah, I don't know if that has anything necessarily to do with maturity. More like personality, to me anyway. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, being a year apart, like, I mean, I guess she could have been more mature than you in some people's mindset because she wanted you to, like, go to class and reach your full potential. But the thing is like, you were still living your best life, but also still reaching your full potential. Not everybody's path is the same. No, I mean, I really told that story to say that before we met, because I mean, I'm obviously not dating now, and now some of y'all 50-year-olds, y'all do be fine as long as y'all don't be like actually trying to act like my mama. Y'all not gonna remind me of my mama, but that's on another note. But I think now also I'm more mature now that I could go after, like, I could see myself with an older woman. At 22, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, that's what I was saying. Even if people were older than me, the maturity level was not more than me. So it worked. I think people think age difference means maturity difference. I'll hear, especially like straight women, they were like, well, guys my age, they don't get it. They're not as mature. 45-year-olds don't be mature. Very true. Men or women. It's all the same.
I think a lot of people equate men
Age.
or women not being mature and like mix it up with the fact that they're not willing to meet your standards because unfortunately they don't care about your standards.
Yeah.
And I don't say this to hurt anybody's feelings, but sometimes a nigga just don't care about you.
It's true.
And I'm not saying like you need to give every dude you meet an ultimatum, or every woman you meet, or every non-binary person that you meet an ultimatum about, oh, you need to meet this standard or that standard, or we're not gonna talk or whatever. But when somebody likes you, when they want to date you and pursue you or be pursued by you, they tend to rise to the occasion. Yeah. And if you have somebody continually falling short of your standards, even when they're not really that high, it's them, it's not you. So, move on to the next person, you know what I mean?
So with you saying that, you know, there are differences in age and different maturity, but at the end of the day, if someone's not willing to put in the work to be with you, it is just that. Their age or even their maturity is not going to make a difference. And granted, you know, in some instances, their age and their maturity or lack thereof means that they'll have to put in extra work. So if they're not able to rise to the occasion, you know, an immature 22-year-old, they can rise to the occasion, but are they willing to do it? Me at 22, it was a no. I wasn't going to class. I wasn't doing none of that. I wasn't going to stay at the club. I wasn't going to call or text at a reasonable time. I wasn't doing none of that.
Which is not true, because we met when she was 22.
21.
You know, but you get what I'm saying.
Girl,
it's all
I wasn't shit one weekend and then we met the next weekend. It's
no, it's all about the situation is what
yeah.
I'm pushing towards y'all.
I rose to the occasion for you.
And also what you have to realize is that sometimes maybe somebody does want to be with you, but you're asking too much of them at this stage in their life. It's not always them. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you have to realize that somebody is making strides toward a change. If you're willing to wait, fine, for them to meet you at that goal that you're trying to get to. And if you're not, that's also okay. But you cannot be upset when somebody is trying. If you want to wait on them to try, cool. And if you don't, that's cool too. It really is all gravy, y'all. I don't know why people feel like every situation is something to be stressed over. I don't know. It's just me. It's probably just me. I'm not that type of person. But if you give somebody like a, hey, I need you to meet me here, meet me at this place halfway, and you see that they're making steps and they've made some progress in 2 weeks, like, if that's not fast enough for you, is that their fault, or are you being impatient? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
And honestly, if you're not willing to wait for someone to develop at their own speed, maybe you shouldn't be dating 20-year-olds. Maybe you should try dating someone who is a little bit older and has more of a sense of self, sense of identity, financial stability, independence.
As much as y'all say that women love to say people their own age are immature, every man I know that's my age, that I personally know, is mature as fuck. That's just me.
I will say that
every guy that I personally know that's my age is mature.
I think as far as like men and women, the amount of men that I know that are immature and the amount of women that I know that are immature, it's actually the same. And at this point, I'm 31. At this point, those people, they've plateaued. They're not going to get more mature. They're just going to be who they are. And those are going to be the same people who at 43, some 22-year-old is trying to date or change or try to like, oh, you're more mature because you're older. No, they're still the same level of mature as they were when we were 25. And I don't think people realize that either. Some people don't keep maturing. Some people just really do stop. So, yeah, I'd say it's even men and women. I know plenty that are immature and not changing. Pretty equal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all, like, stop.
I mean, the majority
stop
of people...
saying that. Stop saying that every man I meet is immature. Like, is he immature,
or does he just not?
Or are you stuck up? And this is just me. I like to push women, man. I like to push y'all. Whether you be straight, gay, bisexual, anywhere on the alphabet mafia, or straight or whatever, like, I'm gonna push you to be self-aware. Like, think about your past situations, think about your past relationships, and own your shit. Stand in it. Stand in your shit and realize where you messed up and where they messed up. Don't worry about what they did. Worry about what you did, because you can only fix yourself. And maybe in fixing yourself, you'll realize that some of those situations where you felt like somebody left you hanging, maybe they didn't leave you hanging. Maybe you snatched your hand away and left yourself hanging off the cliff.
Or maybe you were the one being immature. Or maybe it wasn't more maturity that you were looking for. Maybe you were just looking for someone who was a little bit more financially stable to buy you that Teflon. There's a difference. Are we really looking for maturity, or are we just calling it maturity and saying
because of other things? Like,
yeah.
Are you looking for financial stability? Are you looking for emotional, like, feeling emotionally safe? Like, because somebody could be mature in a lot of ways and be immature in the way that you need. Yeah. And maybe they're not the person for you if that's the case. If you find somebody that can buy you everything that you need, but you're one of those people that need continual emotional support and that person's not giving it to you, maybe that's not who you need. Maybe you need to find somebody that can give you emotional support and support yourself financially. I mean, everybody wants to say that, like, there's somebody perfect out there for me. And I promise you that maybe that's true, but maybe they're not perfect when you meet them. Yeah. Because we all grow. Most people grow. Most people do grow. So you have to give people the opportunity to rise to the occasion. Yes. You have to give them the chance to be what you need them to be, if they're not there already. But it's like, y'all be wanting to meet people and y'all be wanting them to just be ready. Yeah. And it's like, damn, motherfuckers not popping out of vaginas ready. Come on now. They not. Yeah. You're not just born ready. Like, people just say that. I was born ready. People just say that. That's just some shit to say to make make yourself look cool or something. Like, I was not born ready. I had to become the person that I am today, and there are still ways that I'm sure that I can improve myself to be a better partner, wife, parent, in the future. If you're standing in yourself and saying that I'm perfect, there's no changes that I need to make,
you're the worst one. You're the worst one.
Then please go stand with Jesus up there in the heavens, because if you perfect, go make it happen.
You constantly are saying that I'm more mature than people my age, you're the worst one. I'm gonna tell you that because I hear people at my grown ass age say that, like, I'm more mature than other people are. We're all fucking grown, so what do you mean? What does that mean?
And you know how old folks be like, you still a baby? We passed that. I'm 29, she 31.
I got gray hairs, plural.
So when they say, like, you still a baby, you still got growing to do this, that, and the third, I can feel that at 21, 22, 23, hell, even 24. I'm grown. We got a visitor, y'all.
Okay, I'll be back there in the back.
Okay, homie gotta go.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
How much time do we have? Till like 30 minutes?
We were at 23.
Oh.
So, Is age important to you in a relationship? Do you think it should be important?
Those are two separate questions. Yes, age is important to me in a relationship. Does it have to be important to everybody? No, it doesn't. I don't. I'm not a huge fan of dating like big gaps away from me.
Yeah.
And that's just my personal preference. Like, a lot of people have preferences. They like to date people that are 5 years older than them to 10 years older than them. If I was on a dating app today and they asked me for an age range, I'm 29. I don't want to date anybody older than 33, and I don't want to date anybody younger than 27.
So for me, I don't think it's important per se. Personally, I wouldn't want to date anyone who's 21, 22. If I'm on a dating app, I'd probably say 25 to 45. And really, okay, I'll be there in a second.
Go get on the potty.
Really for me, I don't think it matters, but I think you make it matter when you get such a like specific age range. Like, oh, I'm only dating people under 30. I'm only dating people 35 to 40. When it gets really, really specific, then you're honing in on something, and you have to be like, what are you actually looking for that someone, if your cutoff is 35, if somebody's 35 and a half, you're not gonna date them? Like,
she's so literal. She's so literal and so specific, right?
But to me, like, sometimes people get so specific. So what are you specifically looking for that range?
So for me, when I'm thinking of a range, right, I cannot imagine how much I would have in common with somebody who was 40.
Yeah.
But when you're saying honing in on a specific age range, like, that's what I did. So okay. It's like, I see it, but so like, I just can't imagine. Like, that's the same thing. Like, for me, like, I can't imagine what I would have in common with a child, with somebody that can't get in the club on Grown and Sexy night. Like, I can't imagine. Are you 25? Because if we can't go to the club on Grown and Sexy night, I don't want to date you.
So I think
and as far as like a 40-year-old, like 40, like 40, like, I don't even hang out with nobody that's 40. So I couldn't imagine like dating somebody that's 40, bringing them around all of my 30-year-old friends and expecting them to fit in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just me.
The point I'm trying to make is being self-aware to actually know your reasoning and discern whether or not it's bullshit or not.
Okay, so all right, that makes more sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm being specific. What you mean?
Yeah, but people who are like, well, why don't you date somebody? You're only dating people who are over 35. Why wouldn't you date somebody who's 32? And it's very all over
broad
the place,
and just like,
general.
Well, they're more mature and they can provide for me more. Because you can meet a rich 32-year-old.
And you can meet
a 40-year-old
rapper, okay? A 40-year-old wannabe rapper.
Paying for studio time out of his part-time FedEx checks. Yeah. I'm just giving it from both perspectives, because when you said that, it kind of threw me off. And I'm like, no. I'm very specific. I mean, if I met somebody who was 35, would I, like, and we, like, had chemistry? Cool, no problem, because that's still kind of within the same generation as me. My older sister is 5 years older than me. I have an older cousin that's 4 years older than me, and we vibe. So I can see dating within that age range, that 5 years. Would that be my preference when I'm looking for somebody? No, I would prefer to be able to date somebody that I could have been in high school with. Yeah. Up or down. That's just my preference. Yeah. And so I mean, 3-4 years up, 3-4 years down, that's just where I want to be. That way I know that there's some overlap in the way that we think in some, some portions of our lives.
Yeah. So age, not important to a certain extent. maturity, I would say that maturity is very
Extremely
important. Maturity is definitely more important than age to me because, like I said, I've messed with people older than me that were hella immature. Ooh.
I feel that. I feel the same way. Maturity is extremely important. And I'm not going to say that it's important from the start, but it's important that somebody grow at the same rate as you, even if it's in different areas of y'all's lives. Because, I mean, we met at 21 and 22. Mm-hmm. How mature were we really? In some ways, we were very mature. I mean, but honestly,
yeah, I mean, we were pretty mature. In
some ways,
mature, yeah.
In some ways, we were very
for that stage of our life.
For that stage of our lives, but in some ways, we were very immature. But as we grew together at the same pace, up. Yeah. Maybe in different areas and different aspects, and you know, there are some aspects where we had to help each other grow. Because maybe one of us was doing better in that area than the other. And that's okay.
Yeah.
To grow together.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that it's not okay to grow together, but it really is. Because you'll see a lot of people and they'll break up and they'll be like, oh, he is immature. He played too much, this, that, and the third. But maybe he's more financially mature than you, and you shop and you spend all your checks and he pay all the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is he immature, or is he just not mature in the way that you want him to be in that aspect of his life? Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure that he would like for you to not spend all your check every month. You know what I'm saying? So he could say that you're immature financially. And maybe instead of breaking up, y'all could help each other grow together and be better as a couple.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's
definitely important. Personally, you know, as I've grown, my standard for where your maturity needs to be has changed a lot. You know, at 22, it was here. At 31, it's definitely here. So, it has also progressed. Because I'm not really the teaching type. I'm not a raise you up type of gal. If I start doing that, then it kind of feels like big brother, big sister, and that's not sexy.
On that note, y'all, Donica don't want to be nobody mama, big sister.
I'll be the mentor. Nothing. I'll lift you up, but I can't lift you up and lift you up, like literally and figuratively. It has to be one or the other.
Once she start mentoring you, that sexy is out the door. Ain't no relationship coming. It's over.
Start treating you like the little cousins, pick you up, go get you McDonald's, make you Chick-fil-A, ask you how your grades are.
Yo, I'm dead.
All right, y'all. Thanks for rocking with us today.
Hope you got something out of this, man.
Hopefully we entertained you guys. Maybe learn some things, put some things in perspective. That's what we like to do here at Wifey and Wifey.
And if you didn't like it, you can really fight me.
Just switch to another episode. Maybe that will be your vibe.
Oh, you don't want them to fight me?
Probably not, because you be hitting hard. Remember, you can catch us on Instagram at Wifey and Wifey. I'm not sure why I need to look down for the Instagram handle. Buy me a coffee.
Not even on here.
buymeacoffee.com/Wifey, the letter N, Wifey. We're potty training and she ain't trying to go, so we still buying diapers. Help us sis out.
Alright, y'all.
In the meantime, in between time, beautiful people.
We love y'all, man. Thanks for supporting. We out of here. Peace.
Oh, rate us and like and stuff. All that stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Rate
bye.
And whatever.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel.